Hello, adorables. Welcome to my channel, everyone. I might have to go get Dobby. I just put her out. I just sat down. I hope everybody's having a good day. I'm working on a blue unicorn here. I'll show you at the end because this isn't my first take. And I'm not playing that game where I keep showing you the image and then I mess up the video and have to do it again. So, I was having some good thoughts. The train was rolling. The thoughts were just flowing in. And I thought, this is really going to waste, you know? Oh, this is just too good. So I don't know how I got where I was, but one of the thoughts, I'm just going to try to kind of pick up and refresh a little bit of where I left off, but I'm seeing green. What was I thinking about? That, if I can't think about what I was just thinking about, there's no point. I gotta hope it comes to me, but I kind of lost it. Really good. It happens. Okay, so there are these spherical balls. And one of the silver balls was flying in the sky. Two different people seen it. The guy got it. He didn't let the military have it. He sent it off for testing. And I'm pretty sure the guy studying it is that famous guy from Mexico. He don't hold back. He will show you all the UFO stuff. He will go around and, like, he's not playing. And the Mexican government are far more open about UFO activity, and they tell their people about it, and we don't really hear it. We get some of the videos. We get a lot of the hoaxes. You see the guys with that that technology where they stand. You know, you've seen them on the water too with the water jet thing. But what's that called? A jetpack, but it's standing. And yeah, okay, so usually they fly across looking like a witch or something like that. But a lot of UFO activity. And people, it's like common knowledge down there. Okay, so anyways, it has writing on it. One girl thought it looked like Stonehenge. I don't know what it is. It's squigglies and moons and suns. It's like the sliver of the moon. You know how we saw that, the smile? And somebody actually got it when it was on its side. And it had two stars beside it. One of them, when it's one star, that's a flag, like Turkey or something. And one time I got it with Venus. And that was out the back. The only time it comes out the back maybe is when it's that sliver waxing or waning, you know. Okay. So that sliver, that part of the moon that the little fisher boy sits on and throws his fishing reel at, and then he's going to go to sleep. And then a circle in the center of it, or that could be horns. I doubt it, but it was saying, the writing on it was interpreted by AI to be talking about the seed of humanity and consciousness. Okay, and then there's another one that was like lightning going around a parking lot, shooting off lightning, and then it looked like a tree grew out of nowhere. So I'm pretty sure, like, that's really good AI. Really good AI. Like, but now it's out there. You know, my consciousness saw that, and I'm thinking, well, like, what if our souls are the stars and we're in the firmament? Russia just put out some kind of study they did because Obama, 100 million to search for the soul when he was in office. Okay, so Russia said that they just got this study back. Okay, the guy died, and the soul has a frequency, and they lost contact with that frequency. They couldn't pick it up when he died. Then they got the frequency. They said the star, it was at a star that was like 5 million light years away or some crazy thing like that. And I'm like, well, that's telling me the stars aren't as far away as what we think. They're the firmament. What if they contain our souls in silver ore? Because what would you contain it in? What would you contain it in? Energy. What are you going to put energy in? You're going to put it in an orb, right? It's like, so, okay. What if the soul goes in the orb? The orby things, because they're saying they're in the atmosphere. Or if it's got a silver core that is through electromagnetism or whatever, it is keeping that soul there, trapped to it. And so when we try to look up and see the stars, we just see this energy that is going all around the ball, just like in that parking lot where it was this silver ball was freaking out. You couldn't even see the ball. That's why it's like, was that AI? Well, if it's fluctuating between dimensions because this is a simulation, or because the veil is falling for whatever freaking reason, they're saying Anunnaki's coming back. Then there's info that September 17th, there's a gate that's going to open. They were digging to construct something. Was it in Turkey, maybe? Okay. You know, all the wars that are going on, the military gets leaks out that says, well, it was because they found this ancient artifact. Yeah, because it's freaking epic advanced shit. And this is what they're fighting over. You know? Like it's a race. Like the human race is really a race. Like which one of us is going to win when the Anunnaki come and judge at the next Olympics. So, China is going to put up a new sun. How the fuck are you going to put up a new sun? Because it seems like they're lowering the atmosphere, doesn't it? Seems like some shit's going on. That the atmosphere is lower and lower and lower. And now it's more powerful because now it's hitting the ground. Well, then, but let's put some fucking harp up there. Who has harps? Angels. So, apparently there's going to be a gate opening on September 17th. There's going to be a planetary alignment. It's going to be Jupiter, Saturn, and a star from the Pleiades. Like, how does a star from the Pleiades fit into this shit, right? Why are you even counting that? What the fuck are they talking about, right? Anyway, there's this discovery that they uncovered. Science can't figure it the frick out. They were drilling down. The drill melted. It disintegrated. It disintegrated. It didn't break off or chip it. It disintegrated, like melted the freaking drill. Bye-bye. They're like, what the fuck? Guess what it is? It's the freaking black monolith type stone. Like, fucking what? Like, is this my propaganda now? Is this my bullshit line? Because everybody's picking up propaganda and I see it, but it's hard to see it on me. So, like, is this my version of propaganda? Is all this kind of stuff? Because it looked legit. Yeah. And so that substance, there's no known substance. Science can't figure out what the fuck. How do you even make this? What is this? So now thinking about the stars being metal balls with souls in the middle, I hear tell, sorry I quit diamond painting, I'm trying to focus, that I forget what I was saying now. Go back. Where are we at? Okay, so the silver orbs, and we're thinking if the souls are inside Saturn, if we go to Saturn, think about it with the ring. Well, they say way back that Saturn used to be a sun. And now it's not. That's science, though, but still symbolically, maybe it was, right? So maybe the stars are conscious orbs up above us that we can see. That's us. Maybe that's us. And then there's the sun of God, the biggest star. And that's supposed to be Jesus Christ that we merge with. So is the sun a giant orb? I don't. What is this? It would be many souls. Would it just be a bigger consciousness? Or would that, I don't know. Would the sun be a silver orb in the middle? Because they say we've got a molten core. That's all bullshit, though. But symbolically, it would be a silver ball. It would be like, if it cooled, if the core of the earth cooled, well, then it would be. It would yeah, because isn't it that's supposed to be the electromagnetic field? It creates an electromagnetic field, right? How they say that works. So it would suck in all the souls, and then it would become silver. But because there's so much high consciousness in there, it wouldn't just be any old silver ball, would it? No, it would be perfect and seamless because it was divine. I don't know. I'm seeing it. And maybe the moon is an old one. I don't know what the fucking moon is, but I don't believe NASA. And I'm sure that the programming that I choose to watch has, it hasn't escaped the awareness of the powers that be that influence us all through, like, what kind of shit we like to watch. So it's like they're feeding me too. I know it has to be that way. It has to be giving me bits because things are running so parallel. They see multiple things at a time. It's like they know somebody is out there fucking paying attention, and whether it is for somebody else, and it's like, hey, when you start seeing this, then this is your, like, dude wrote, what message did he send out, that Democratic dude? Did he get fired? He need to go to jail. I don't even want to say the numbers. He wrote them out in shells, of all things. Shells? Okay. Bang, bang, huh? And we have to stop watching CNN and Fox and MSNBC. and we have to start realizing that these bitches are getting paid. They are getting paid. They are paid actors. They are paid actresses to sit on a show. And it's not their personal opinion, although they might believe it themselves now, being forced to talk it all this fucking time. But, I mean, then they say things that don't even make any fucking sense at all. And people just overlook that part. It's because they don't know what the fuck they're talking about sometimes. It's like, are you fucking stupid? You're just agitating shit. Because they're getting paid. They're getting paid to do that. They're getting paid for you to believe the opinions and the attitudes that they are projecting. That's why I ain't supporting Trump and Republicans, and I ain't supporting Democrat. I see the play on both sides. Trump right now is just looking good for America, what he's doing, but the only thing he's done so far that the Democratic Party agrees with is the fucking sale of weapons. Like $1 billion worth of weapons or something. That's like $1 trillion. I don't know. I try to put my hands up and be like, don't even absorb this information, man. It's toxic too. But isn't that funny? Wow. What are they preparing for? What are they going to use them on? Somebody going to die. And, what's it going to be when it goes down in the homeland and we have thousands of nuclear weapons here, What's it going to be when people go running for bunkers and they find a silo that had been abandoned because that dude just wanted to go home, get his family, and get the hell out of there? Like, well, the aliens can turn them off. That's what they say happened at the one base. That alien ship went overhead and everything just went down. And look at our power going down nowadays. Probably, I don't know. I hope they're hooking it up to better power. But I doubt it. I bet they're securing certain things. Make sure, like the underground bunkers, underground cities, the deep ones, the big ones that you can. They find ancient ones you could fit 20,000 people and their animals in there. So if you don't even need the animals, you're just going to use machines to create the food. That's what's going on with the food supply, and we're being tested right now. They're just doling it out. Is this any good? You test. You see if you have any adverse reactions to it. Don't worry, because Obama made sure, with the help of the FDA, that Monsanto isn't liable at all. If anything happens to the people because he tweaked and genetically modified the fish and the birds and the cows and the vegetables and the wheat and the fruits, then he's not liable. He's good. He's good. FDA can't prosecute. Yeah, that's a democratic thing. But they're both the same, really. Red or blue is an illusion to help us divide amongst ourselves. And I realized, okay, think about this, guys. Every 10 years, this country changed. The decades were noticeably different. And then they said that the teenagers just are rebellious teenagers. That's just normal. It's because the programming continued to change every 10 years as it was adapted, for the next generation, bit by bit, to give up giving a fuck. I don't know. Give up the truth of what we really are. Give up our power and just let the government do what they want. And it's got, what the fuck? And then it hit 2000. It was like, no. Then they took over with the Baphomets in the church. Because the church became the TV, became Sabrina and shit like that. There's something demonic and witchy and magical all through Disney. And it's like they glorify the villains and the evil. Like, if you go to AA or NA, you're not going to get up at a podium when it's your time to talk and glorify what you did. Nobody want to hear that shit when they're trying to stay clean. Right? So, that's the evil. You're trying to reject the evil influence in your life, and if it be through spirits or white powder or whatever, you're rejecting that evil and you want the good to come in. And Disney just puts that evil out there in the eyes of the children to adore and worship and identify with. They created this little scene. They created all of this, man. And it started long before we were born. I don't know. They're saying that there's the gate's going to open on the 17th of September. But they're saying the Anunnaki is coming in 2027. That was released by the CIA. Like, get the fuck out of here. This video is for entertainment purposes only. This is entertainment. So, yeah, my brain, I'll just think like this all the time. And thinking it out, it goes a little bit faster. But, yeah, a lot of times I don't even hear what's on TV. And I could sit and diamond paint, but because I'm talking it, I'm speaking it out loud, it's not easy to diamond paint right now because I'm still trying to catch these ideas because I forget there was some good ones, man. I've been seeing some epic discoveries when looking at ancient ruins. I mean, you look at Turkey, holy shit. It's like whatever that was, melted, like petrified, I don't know. But advanced technology, some kind of cosmic energy, some kind of magical, it's just like when you play a video game, the computer knows. The game knows if you combine these two things, you got a superpower for a minute. You do this or do that, you got a superpower you can use for a minute. Anyway. What is China doing? Trying to block out the sun and use a new sun. And did I mention, do you recall whether I mentioned that? I know I told Pat about it. But China is missing a lot of people, man. And one guy, he's a professional he knows his stuff. He estimates there might be less than 400 million people in China. And thinking of them looking for the soul. And now these orbs coming around. And you see that guy, was he French? Is he supposed to be French? I don't know. And he was sounding like a demon. People think he sounds reptilian. I'm thinking more demon. Demon manifest in a partial corpse, the reanimated version that they got from, I don't know, whatever DNA they needed to get. And like Wolverine, man, just put these magic bones in. Well, he don't look like all that. I don't know what's going on with that guy, but he had a black eye. That could have been Photoshop. His eye was like all red. He looked like, who the fuck is listening to these ugly ass old white men? Who the fuck is listening to these fuckers? Why the fuck is anybody listening to these fuckers? This video is for entertainment purposes only. He said water is not a human right. And so I guess it's okay if India keep all the fucking water diverted into their underground cities, because, you know, they got to be everywhere. India got money. They got to be somewhere. I don't know where. They're supposed to be under the whole world. Maybe that's why the Hopi said the ant people, because it's like ant colony would do. And we come up one day under the May tree, the maypole, the Mayday, the Mayflower. I don't know. What if they found a way for real to capture the human soul, to contain it in an orb, and use it as AI? A star. And like Christ energy that we talk about. This would be like Antichrist energy, because it's not Christ. I don't know what the sun would be in China. Like, I don't know if the symbology is the same because it's China, but where did all them people go? And why are so many people coming up missing? And why are there so many bodies being disposed of in South America? Like, they find truckloads of the dude was putting their bodies in acid. He was a famous guy. They made a movie about it, because that's how I know about it, is I watched the freaking movie, right? Either that or I seen something about, like, maybe it was a true crime documentary. These are the motherfuckers that are running free in America, and now I see 10 convicts. Was it Atlanta that they broke out of prison, and everybody's like, oh no, I'm freaking out. You know what's coming over from the border? Oh my God. These motherfuckers are machetes and hatchets and bang sticks for sure. But I mean, they will fuck you up. They're not going to hesitate. You know? There's somebody that says, you're going to do what I say, or we're going to chop your finger off. These are the motherfuckers going to chop your fingers off. They're going to chop your arms and your legs off. They're going to fuck you up, right? That's a terroristic threat, in my understanding. And that's why Trump is saying this is an alien enemy, a foreign enemy, and they need to go. It's not every one of them, but who the fuck knows who they are? I'm not the CIA or the FBI. All I'm saying is I trust that somebody is picking out the ones that are the bad guys, because you realize how many prisons we have here in the United States? That's what I'm talking about. Yep. So you should be scared of, like, you should be concerned, not scared, but be concerned because some serious shit's gonna hit the fan. And what's Walmart doing? They built this entire little city right on the edge of the New Madrid fault. If the New Madrid fault, if the cracks open and the water goes through there, it's sitting right on the edge. You got beachfront property. It'll be fine. Walmart stores all across the country, supposedly they're being shut down and some barbed wire fencing put up around it. That sounds like a military operation right there, and you already know because they put it in a comedy. That's just stupid to think that there's underground bases, under Walmart. Well, that's so you know where to go when a shit hit the fan for real. For those with eyes to see. Because they got it. There's so many people. It's like if I don't know what side is going to do what. Is it going to be a side or are we all going to come together finally? That would be nice. Like, now they say that white-skinned redheads share the same DNA as African Americans. I thought we all go back to the same place. I thought everybody was related like that. But is that a good thing or a bad thing when you're dividing people up? I don't know, because depends who's supposed to be the losers here. Because I know I've been losing. I hope maybe that explains a lot. So then what is everybody else that's white? What are they? If they don't relate. Because I thought everybody related back. I'm pretty sure everybody goes back to the exact same original DNA. But I don't go back as far as Lucy. There are people with Rh negative blood. They don't have, they call it the monkey gene because it's, I don't know, whatever. It's a rhesus monkey, that's why. And I don't have that. A lot of people don't have that, but it's rare. What does that mean? I don't know. Because we just popped up one day. Probably Europe. I think it's in Europe somewhere. And nobody can explain that shit. Somebody can explain it. I don't know. I think we were genetically engineered. I think we were created. Our souls, though. So, did you see that golden, is it called the World's Cup? Somebody gave it to Trump and it's in his office. And I can't help but thinking that the center part is Earth and then there's two rings. And I can't help thinking what they're saying about flat Earth, how like the sun would roll by on the bigger one and the moon would roll by on the little one. And because the little one is closer to the Earth, the wheel would spin. I don't know how you would do that on a flat fucking Earth, though. How would you spin it? I don't fucking know. There would be an underneath. There would be an upside down. Oh, Netflix. Thank you. I don't know. I don't know. I'm going to start diamond painting. Half hour in now. Because I already did them all. They're already done. That's why I wasn't going. Well, part of the reason. Okay, well, I don't want to make this video too long for you. I already did. I think it's too long. I think if I could make a 20-minute video, I'd be happy with myself, but I don't know if I could limit my thoughts. Like, I just feel like I want to say so much sometimes. Like, because I think a lot of deep stuff. I can't stop. And what if that's the fun vax? Fun vax, let me tell you about that. It's supposed to be the cure for religious fundamentalism, right? And this guy, he was pitching it. There was a video. This guy was pitching it to military men. He was up on a stage somewhere in an auditorium, probably in a university or something. And fun vax, okay? So you either inject it or you could spray it via aerosol in the sky to where we breathe it in and it gets through our heart and our blood and our lungs into our brain. Nanotech. Like, what was his name? Ray Kurzweil. You know, there's a lot of people that take neurotropics, which is nanotech, every single freaking day. These are the masterminds running the show. That would then be considered, as I already was talking about earlier, demon and possession, right? Demonic influence. Okay, I'm done. This video is for entertainment purposes only. Peace out and God bless.